Hi everyone, Lynette Zhang, Chief Market Analyst here at ITM Trading, a full-service physical precious metals brokerage house. So it's time for our insiders. What are they doing this week? Well, as you can see overall, let's see, it's for every dollar buy, it's a $30, almost a $31 in selling. But specifically in technology, for every dollar, it's 124 sells. I need that. I can't remember this off the top of my head. Thank you. In finance, it's 38 to 1, and in healthcare, it's 40 to 1. Now, someone asked me to show them what was happening with McDonald's. So here you go. And again, the very similar pattern where the prices are going up, where the market is going up on declining volume. And you can certainly see that their buy-sell ratio is for every $1 a buy, they're selling almost $97 worth of stock. What do you think? So who's holding this? Okay, how is this going up aside from all the debt and all of that? Well, margin levels, that means borrowing to buy stock, is at the highest level ever. So when this market corrects down, that means there's a lot of margin calls or others, people that bottom on margin that will then have to liquidate to meet those calls. This is dangerous, people, dangerous. In addition, there are a number of companies that are having trouble. You hear about, oh, this great earnings growth. Well, you know, you've got to really look a little beneath the skin of the market, because what's also growing is the inability to service all of that debt. And these are the percentage of S&P 500 companies with negative earnings. See how that's growing? We need to pay attention to that. That doesn't support these lofty levels. But let's talk about what happened today in the gold and silver market, because there were three key things that were coming out today. Comey was testifying in front of the Senate. You have the UK vote, which is still out. And then you also had the EU announcing whether or not they would change their interest rates, which of course they didn't. So just before Comey's testimony, and I definitely want you to pay attention to this area, someone came in and sold a tremendous amount of contracts. Now, each contract controls 100 ounces of gold. So there were 48,000, I'm going to have to read this, 48,627 contracts. So that's 4,862,700 ounces of gold. It cost them $53,489.70 to sell all of that gold that does not exist. But with that 53,000 bucks, they controlled over almost $6.3 billion worth of physical gold. Well, they did the same thing in silver. Just before the testimony, someone came in and sold over 19,000 contracts of silver at a cost of roughly $21,000, a little bit more than $21,000. Now in silver, each contract controls 500 ounces. So let's see, I can't kind of read that upside down, sorry about that. But that would be 9.7 million ounces of silver. Cost them $21,000 to control a market value at spot at that time of $172,813,680. Now, Eric was asking me, well, maybe they just had a large position and they wanted to get out. Well, actually, if that were the case, then you don't want to take the lowest price. You want to maintain the price. So you can see the level of these bars that could indicate some profit taking. But when you see something like this, which you typically do whenever there's going to be a shift. I know I did this back when China's yuan was entered into the renminbi basket as well. When you see a big dump like that, that's about moving the price. That is not about taking a profit because you're getting out at a low. So, for those of you that haven't seen this before, this is from the CME group. It's particularly on the bottom. But this is the Central Bank Incentive Program. And it costs them $1.10 to control 100 ounces of physical gold, 500 ounces of physical silver, and 500 barrels of physical oil. It does not cost very much. And it's anybody that they want to, all of their different minions. So it could be central banks themselves or offshoots of the central banks. If you go to the CME group and you Google Central Bank Incentive Program, they'll give you a whole list of everybody that can sell those contracts for $1.10, even $1.50. So yes, it's legal. Somebody couldn't believe that that was legal. But when you write the rules, you can write anything you want. And people look at Wall Street and go, oh, well, that must be the truth. That's amazing to me. But that's it for today. And follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. If you like this, give us a thumbs up, please. And give us a call, 888-696-4653. And be safe out there. Bye-bye.